Okay, so I'm here with Jim. Jim, introduce yourself. Who are you? What do you do? How do you do it?
Absolutely. So I'm Jim, I'm 19 years old, and I run a marketing agency that operates in the US. Currently I live in Sweden, and yeah, we're doing about 40 to 50K per month, and we're looking to scale to about 100K per month profit. And yeah, we basically work with outdoor space contractors, remodelers. We help them with everything. So we do all of their marketing, help them with appointment setting, pretty much do the entire thing. Help them with scaling, profit optimization, and all that stuff.
Cool.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Sweet. So I'm curious to know, because there's a lot of people that may be watching this that are like 10, 20, 30. And I think a lot of it, people think it's the strategy, but I know from spending a lot of time with you, obviously I was with you in Marbella for a long period of time, that the way that you operate and your mindset is vastly different to a lot of other people.
Yeah.
What do you think, if you could boil it down to a number of key things in terms of who you are and your identity, what do you think allowed you to become a 50K a month individual, as per se?
Yeah, good question. I'd say you're right. It's a lot about the mindset. I'd say I'm a very go-getting person because I've had a lot of hardships in terms of accent. When I started this company, my accent was absolutely terrible.
Right,
I don't know if you
that.
remember.
In the Discord days.
It was absolutely terrible, and I feel like the reason why I scale to 50K and why I will scale faster and well, not faster, but why I will scale further is the mindset piece of just having that belief of always just making things possible. It's like we have been speaking about this as well. It's like your thoughts create your reality. It's like if you think that 50K is a lot of money, then you will probably not get there, and you won't get there fast. But if you think that 50K is not a lot, there's a lot of people doing it, and it's like you're having that belief, it'll be way easier to get there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's the main, maybe key difference is the belief. And also I'm very go, 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 which has its pros and cons. I fail faster than other people. I feel like that's something that I'm kind of good at. I've made a lot of different mistakes in terms of hiring, in terms of hiring way too many people. As an example, we had a team of 15 team members when I was at 30K per month, and that's way too much.
Yeah.
But I feel like just failing faster than other people just makes you succeed faster as well.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it was the same with me.
Yeah.
A lot of people, you see the people that are really intellectual, they're really smart. A lot of the time they move way slower.
Yeah.
We're obviously at the mastermind in Mykonos right now. We've got 32 fucking agency owners here. And there's people here that I know are more intelligent than me, more intelligent than you, more intelligent than everybody here, but they're not where they want to be because they overanalyze everything. They overthink everything. Same with you as it is for me. I'll just throw shit at a wall, see what sticks, iterate, improve, test. And I remember when we were in Marbella last month when we were talking about the finance tracker.
Yeah.
And you said you've leaned your team down massively now, right? Because of profitability.
Yeah, I went from having 15, 16 team members to now we have 5 team members. And I did that in about 15 days,
Wow.
15 to 20 days. So last month, when we were in Marbella, I looked at my finance tracker and I realized that I was unprofitable. And now I just kept all of the A players, and we pretty much operate the exact same way. We're more efficient. I was away for 2 weeks, and my business ran without me better than when I was there, kind of. And that's just because, we kept the A players, just cut all of the distractions, because I feel like hiring, it can also be a distraction. We get all of these good applicants, we want to get them on the team, we want to build this startup culture, and your ego gets in the way. You're like, oh, I want to have more team members than the other people. But yeah, now we went down from having 15 team members. We have about 5 really good team members. And I just want to stay lean, scale more, scale with profit. And I feel like that's also something that I learned that was kind of holding me back, because I was stuck at 30, 40K for 3-4 months. And I think the reason for that was because I was hiring too much, and the profit just got killed.
And how did you figure that out? And the reason I ask this, by the way, is because a lot of people get stuck and they either choose to not face the reality of what the problem actually is out of fear of overcoming the problem, because the magic you're looking for is in the work you're avoiding.
Right.
Or they just simply don't have the awareness to solve that problem because they haven't already solved it themselves.
Yeah.
So I'm curious for you, how did you figure that out?
I would say it's a mixture of things. First of all, connecting with a lot of other agency owners. I have a lot of friends in the agency space. also shout out to Edwin. You know, if you're watching this, you know who you are. He was kind of in the same situation, but at a higher scale, and he was literally facing the exact same problems that I was. He was, for some context, he lost I think $150,000 in 1 month, and it was because he overhired, and kind of like the same thing. They were unprofitable. And I feel like having the connections was one thing, but then also it ties back into the mindset again, because I won't stop. Like, I have these goals on like a vision board, and it doesn't matter if I get stuck somewhere for 3 months or if I have these problems, like I will get it done somehow. So it's just trial and error, failing faster, speaking with other people that have already solved the problems, and then, yeah, I would also say like, just taking a step back and really looking at what's going on. Also, for me personally, tracking was a big thing. Like, we weren't really tracking all of our numbers. I was like tracking it in my mind, or like when people asked me, what is your churn? I was like, oh, it's maybe around this. And I wasn't really tracking it. If we're talking about like specific stuff, tracking, really important. But then also like, yeah, as I said, connections, and also like the mindset. And yeah, that's pretty much it, I think.
Yeah. And like, I think a lot of people already know what they need to do.
Yeah.
It's just growing a business is hard.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter what kind of business you're in. It's like eating glass.
Yeah.
Whether we like it or not. And it is. It's usually the entrepreneur. Because like there was a quote that somebody told me like, at the time. It was like, if you think about a billionaire and you think about all the things they have, that supposedly makes the billionaire. If you take away all those things, that person is still a billionaire.
Yeah.
It's the person.
Yeah, it's
and
the
I think
person for sure.
You would probably agree where it's like, if you lost everything now, getting back up to the level you're already at now is going to be very fucking easy. Because you've already done it. You've already slayed those dragons.
Definitely. No, I completely agree. And it's all about this like belief thing. Same like if Elon Musk, if he goes broke, if he loses it all, he goes to zero, like he won't be stuck at 30, 50K per month. And also what you're saying with running a business is not easy. Like it's very hard on you, I would say, mentally, but it's also like what we're doing. We're not building rockets. Like we're running a marketing company. And that also like there's a perspective there because you're eating shit, but on the other hand, we're doing really easy things. Like we're just running ads for companies, taking a profit, making other businesses more money.
Yeah.
And it's like it's a mixture of both. Now, of course, like the mindset stuff is, I believe, really important. Just because it still sucks, even though we're not making like billions of dollars, and we have these huge companies. It still sucks. Like you still gotta wake up early. You still gotta work. You gotta fire people you don't want to fire. Have hard conversations, and yeah, I completely agree with you.
Yeah, and I would say the biggest thing that I've noticed about you is consistency. And as well, you're very good at selling the team on the vision, which is what you need to do.
Yeah.
Because like one big trap that people fall into is there's this very common term in the agency game where it's like, oh, you can't remove yourself from it. When in reality, if you put the right people in the right seats and you give them the right autonomy, the right systems, the right processes, you fucking can.
Yeah.
Right? Like you've got a team of ISAs, they run, you're about to get a call center manager in. You've got CSMs that manage your clients for you. People get stuck when they, either out of fear for them thinking that they can run everything and nobody can do anything as good as them, or they can't find those people, right?
Yeah. I mean, we've had some killer applicants. Like we're not talking these offshore agents or like offshore people. I've had people from some of the biggest companies like in the entire world who's managed like 150 employees under them that have applied to join us. And this is also a pro and a con. The pro with selling like a very, very big vision to your team is that you can attract people that are overqualified. Now, typically people don't have that problem. That was something that I struggled with because I got really good, I was fortunate and got really good contacts with a couple of people, and they referred me a bunch of people when I needed. But the thing was, when I was at $30,000 per month, I was looking at hiring people that, you know, I was supposed to pay them like $10,000 per month. And it's not scalable. Yeah. But also like a limiting belief that a lot of agency owners has with hiring is that you can only get these people that are like, oh, they follow an SOP and they're like an offshore person. You pay them $500 per month. Like we have people that are incredible, and also we've had applicants that are absolutely incredible. As an example, I had a PSM or like someone who managed all of our clients. He scaled a company from 0 to $20 million in 1 year. And then the next year, they did $30 million. And he decided to go with us, me, like a 19-year-old who made $30,000 per month, And he was taking a huge pay hit to work with us. And he did that just because he saw the vision. And it was very like, I had a conversation with him, and he told me that he saw me as that, like, one of these next big people. And that's also something that you can and that you should do. You should always sell your team members on the vision, because that's like, they stay longer, they like you more, and also ultimately you can fulfill their dreams and their goals with your company. But it's also something that you have to be a little bit careful with, because if you oversell them, it's very easy for them to get demotivated, because it's not gonna be easy. It's like you have a client and you sell them on like, oh, you're gonna make $1 million in your first month, all leads are gonna be perfect, and then that doesn't happen, and they're like, what is going on, and they churn. It's kind of the same thing, so you have to find a balance. But it's still like a very valuable lesson, and also like broke so many limiting beliefs for me. Like, you can literally hire anyone. You can hire, literally anyone, and just if you have a big enough dream.
And on a personal level, because obviously you know what you want, you know you're going to get it.
Yep.
Like, the definition of manifestation is shifting internally to a degree in which you are no longer emotionally dependent on seeing reality change to get what you want. You already have it before you have it, right? Why do you do what you do? Because you don't need to do any more. You know, and like, just being at the mastermind, there's been multiple people here that I've spoke to that I know are in that situation.
Right.
They're making 30, 40, 50, 60K a month, and they're like, I just don't have a drive to do any more. And they're trying to figure out what that is. Why do you do what you do? Why do you want to do more?
I think a big reason for me is I actually want to have an impact. I know a lot of people, they want to have this lifestyle business and they want to make money. But I think my biggest why is I want to actually be able to impact other people's lives. And not only like help people make more money or stuff like that, I actually want to make an impact on the world. So this agency that I'm running now is more to get all of the skills, build an agency that can make me 150K profit per month. And then I want to use those skills to open up another company. And then after a couple of companies, maybe I want to open up a company that can literally like help people. So I feel like that's my bigger why, is I want to change the world for the better, help other people, and then just create something that can really make an impact. And then also, like, on the other hand, I have all of these smaller goals as well. Like, of course, I want to help my family. I want to buy things for them. I want to pay everything for them and all that stuff, which I can already kind of start doing. But it's also to a level where it's like, when I build a family later on in life, money should never be a question. No matter what happens, if I go to zero, I will have such a big like war chest or account investments that it's just an ecosystem that makes money without me, no matter what happens. But like the goals and the whys, that's such a big question. Like, I could probably talk for days about it. But I feel like that's the main reason why I keep on going, is because I feel like I want to make a bigger impact.
I love that. Yeah, and I think as well, the more money you make, the harder it is to self-motivate yourself.
Yeah.
So you need that deeper why.
Definitely.
It gets harder the more money you make to be driven by pain and proving people wrong. Because you've already done it. Do you know what I mean? There's something that I had to do, which is like, I call it 7 layers deep, where you just ask yourself why so many times until you get to the root cause. But,
Why do you run your companies?
I think the biggest thing for me personally is I want to become a father that I didn't have. And I know in order to become a really good father, I need to have character. And how is character built? Character is built through going through shit, going through pain, and doing really cool shit. So your sons and daughters can come to you and say, my father is an inspiration to me. And that's the thing that I do it for. As well, of course, being able to provide for my family and give my kids the life they deserve without giving them handouts. I think as well there's beauty in suffering. And I would never want to give my kids all of the shit that they don't deserve right out of the gate. I think there is beauty in having to work for what you have.
I completely agree. And I feel like also when you start running an agency or you start with companies, it's also, for me at least, it's hard to stop. Because I know if I stopped working, I just took the profit from my company and I just started traveling. Well, I still travel, but I'm always working. And if I stopped working, there would be such a big piece of my life just missing. And it's also like, I'm a little bit addicted to the work now. It's like, if you don't work, you have this empty feeling of like, you don't know what to do. And I feel like that's also something some people have, some people don't have it. Even like business owners, some people don't have it. They do business because they want to make money. And also like Alex Hormozi talks about this, the work is the goal. It's not about the outcomes, it's about doing the work. And that's also something that you some people learn over time. Something I love about running business as well, just the work and the journey.
Yeah, and finally, obviously the network as well, because
Yeah.
like you were obviously at the Marbella Mastermind, you're at this one. How are you finding that? And how have you found it? Do you think it's impacted you? Have you made any friends from it?
Absolutely. I mean, I've lived with people from the mastermind. I got some of my best friends today. I met and really started hanging out with on the last mastermind. I would say connections is everything. Like right now, a couple of people that I've met through the groups, through people here at this mastermind, at the last mastermind, I'm now going to different countries with them. I've been in Marbella with a couple of people. Now I'm also going to Dubai to live with a couple of people. And it's just like, it's 100% business, mindset-wise, and just being surrounded by other people. It's amazing. Because it's also good to have those months where you're alone and you're locking in. But I can really feel when I'm surrounded by other people that are also running businesses. It's a different feeling. You're only talking about business. Like, you're talking about business, you're sleeping, you're eating, and you're working.
Yeah.
And it's like you're going to the gym. While at the gym, you're listening to a podcast about business. And if you're not doing those things, it's not normal because everyone's doing it. It becomes this like environment of just business, 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 which I love.
You are who you surround yourself with, right?
Definitely. Yeah. Absolutely. And that's pretty much it. So these masterminds, they've helped me a lot.
Cool.
Connections.
We'll leave it at that.
Sounds good. Thank you, brother. Thank you for having me.